All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've got my man Zach Bates here, and I can't wait to hear his story. You just ran the Canyons 100K last weekend, correct?
Yeah, I just ran the Canyons 100K.
Nice. And it sounds like the whole weekend was kind of an adventure for you. So I want to hear about it. But you went through all this hardship and you still finished the race. So you've got the ultra mentality. I want to hear all about it. So yeah, what happened last weekend?
So, well, before the race, day before, I got sick. I got like a food poisoning.
Do you know what you ate?
Oh, it was just at some place that I ate.
Okay. Okay. And so I'm guessing food poisoning. I'm guessing that's a lot of getting sick, throwing up,
Yeah, I
the
was
whole works. Okay.
at least I'm pretty sure that's what we're at least thinking.
For sure. Did that make you nervous? That is the day before a 100K race. That doesn't make things any easier.
I wasn't even sure if I was going to do the race.
Yeah.
I threw up a lot. I didn't have the food I needed, so I threw it all up.
Mm-hmm.
And the night before, I did eat some more food. I just ate like lower cups of rice,
Okay.
and that's
Well,
much the food I had.
all
So
that all that throwing up is going to make you dehydrated as well, which is also a big no.
we did after I was done being sick, I did take an IV
Okay.
hydrate me.
Okay. Well, how did the race go? Did that make you nervous on race morning?
And this morning, I think I got around 5 hours of sleep. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep,
Okay.
but I was doing pretty good. I was just tired.
Just tired. Okay. And then throughout the race, was it a hot day out? Or was it just like any other race for you? Like, how did it go?
Luckily, it wasn't so hot outside, so I
Good.
did struggle a lot in the heat. But this year, the weather was pretty good.
Mm. Now, was this your first 100K?
Yeah, this is like my first 100K.
Okay. But you've already done 100 mile.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Um, well, which ultra distance do you like best?
Um, well, I do like all of the ultra distances. I like the 100K of all the steep climbing, the challenge, long races, and 100 mile or two. I think I would like to try to do longer too.
Oh, nice.
Multiple day race. I think that'd be fun.
Good.
So I guess it's not an ultra, but I like trying to do fast 25Ks.
Oh, okay.
Let's go and go fast.
Yeah.
And I think I think I would do a lot more of those shorter races than long races. They don't beat my body up so much.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
maybe I'll just do one or like two of those crazy 100 mile races or so in a year.
In a year. Okay. But you would like to go longer than the 100 mile distance. So are you thinking like a 200 or a 250 or what are you thinking, Zach?
Um, well, there's one race that I saw called Cocodona 250.
Oh, yeah.
Really nice.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So is that a goal for maybe next year or a few years down the road, or what are you thinking?
I think I'm thinking 2024.
Okay. So you've got it planned out.
Yeah, I'm thinking that would be the time.
But
Maybe.
you also like running short and fast distances. If you like doing 25K, that's shorter and probably a little bit faster too.
I do, and I would like to try to build my speed up, and speed would help with any distance or doing speed training. It's up to the cardiovascular system.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious, Zach, how did you find running? How'd you get into this crazy sport?
I started doing cross country in middle school. I don't remember exactly why I started, but it's something I did enjoy and fun, and took it to high school. And I've done some research of what people have done, seen that people have done these big long races. I saw that it just looked like a really cool, fun, it looked like a journey. I want to try it. It looked tough. I do like challenges, so I decided I wanted to go for a 100 mile.
But before the 100 mile, what was your first big race? Did you do a marathon or a half marathon?
I think when I decided I want to do a 100 mile, I think I didn't really do long races in high school. I think that I just did 5Ks during cross country. And I think the longest one I did was 20 miles. But before my 100 mile, I did a half marathon, I did a marathon, and I did a 50 mile.
Okay. Okay. Did you hire a coach, or how did you train for this 100 miler?
Well, at first we were following a running schedule.
Okay.
I think for the 50 mile, I don't think the schedule, I think I could have done a little bit more for that. But for the 100 mile training schedule, it was starting to feel like too much. And then, but later we got this coach. I got a really great coach. He's really amazing. He's Nicodemus De La Rosa.
Oh yeah, I know who he is.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
yeah, he helped me train for the 100 mile. It's just 3 months before it though.
Okay.
I was just with him for a few months before my 100 mile.
Okay. So what was the difference before hiring your coach and after? If you hire a coach 3 months before a race, that's not a lot of time. Did he structure your workouts?
Yeah, we did a lot better in doing strength workouts. I didn't really do that like I should have. I mean, I did a little, but I didn't really. I did leg workouts and stuff. I think that those really helped me.
Yep. So, and then the longest distance you had run before your first 100 miler was 50 miles.
Yeah,
Okay. So when you did this 100 miler, that's double your longest distance. That's pretty incredible.
thank you.
Tell me about that first 100 mile. How did it go? Like, I want to hear about the highs and the lows.
So it was really great. First, I went out. I went out. I felt really good for the first 40 miles. First 40 miles were good. Between after the first 40 miles, I was getting tired. 60 to 18, I was feeling kind of exhausted. And then after 80 miles, I was feeling pretty drained, but I kept going. And then I think at around close to the 90-mile mark is when I had my hip injury. Or I hit that. So I was doing a lot more walking. I was still trying to do some running, and I managed to finish though.
Yeah. Well, your hip was bothering you in the middle of the race.
Yeah, well, the last 10 miles.
Okay. Okay. But you pushed through and you made it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm curious, what drew you to running rather than picking another sport? There's a lot of sports out there. Why didn't you pick lacrosse or archery or bowling? Why running?
I just that's just the race I got into.
That's what you got into.
All those other sports will be fun, but I just feel good when I run, so that's what I do.
Good. Do you typically like running by yourself, or do you like running with people?
I do like running with people. I run by myself a lot though.
Yeah. Yeah. And what about at the 100-mile race? Were you running by yourself most of the time, or were you running with other folks?
Well, running by myself a lot. There was other races running that I was running around.
Hmm.
I had a pace. I had 2 pesos after the 60-mile.
Okay.
A peso for the 60 to 80 miles. Another peso 80 to 100.
Hmm.
That was John was the first peso. He's the first ultramarathon I think I've met.
Okay.
And
And,
yeah.
and so one of them, these guys was your buddies, but like, yeah, I'm curious how you found your pacers.
Yeah. And my second peso was actually Nicodemus helped me with a lot.
Oh, nice. Well, that's a bonus. You got a world-class coach coming in and pacing you for the end.
I felt like with him pacing me, I felt like I wanted to just keep going until I got.
You felt invincible running with him.
Well, I was feeling kind of not very good, but I wanted to keep going.
Now, Zach, I'm curious. You have autism. Do you feel like autism holds you back in your ultra running, or do you feel like autism is maybe a superpower?
I don't really feel like it holds me back. I feel like it's just it works out for me because it helps me to focus and to help me think about what I want to do.
Mm. Okay, so I'm curious what that means. Autism helps you focus in running, or running helps you focus in life? What do you mean by that?
I don't know. Just I feel like both maybe.
Both, yeah. I mean, I'm guessing running just makes you feel good, and it's not much deeper than that. Is that right?
It makes you feel good.
Makes you feel good. Perfect. I like it. What are some of your favorite gear to run with? I noticed that you run with Exoskin shorts, and Exoskin is a sponsor of this podcast. Do you like their gear? Do you run in Exoskin socks, or just their shorts, or what do you use?
I do like Exoskin socks. I do one in those. I like wearing the Hoka shoes. Those have worked for me.
Good. Yep. Has anyone approached you about sponsorships or anything like that?
Not yet. No.
Not yet. Okay. It'll probably happen. Keep your fingers crossed. Now, Zach, tell us how old you are.
I've just turned 20.
20. Okay. So that's pretty young for an ultra runner. Most ultra runners are a little bit older.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of in their 30s mostly, or 40s even.
Right. Right. Do you see a lot of other people your age out in these races?
Not really.
Yeah.
Some though, but just a little.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you feel about all this exposure? Because you've been on NBC News, you've done a lot of big interviews at this point. Like, what's that like?
I feel like it's really great because I'm motivating people. I do enjoy it. Sometimes it feels like, I don't know, it's just a lot of stuff. I do like it. It's just
Do you get burnt out on talking to people about it, or are you pretty cool with it?
no, I'm pretty cool with it. It's good.
Good for you. You do a good job, man. Do people write to you or reach out to you and say that you've inspired them?
Yeah, people have talked about how they really do, how I inspire people, so they do appreciate that.
Do you write them back and have a dialogue back and forth, or how does that work?
I think I've just talked to people a little. I don't know.
I can jump in on that one a little.
Yeah, please. I was just going to ask. Go ahead.
So we have a pretty active TikTok account, and we also have a fairly active Instagram account, and we have a lot of people that reach out, and people that have family members with autism or people that, we have actually several followers that are amputees. I think any sort of person that has some sort of a thing that makes the sport, I don't know, either more challenging or just, even just regular everyday folks who are runners, they'll say things like, well, I really didn't feel like running today, but I know Zach would have gone out on his run. And so thanks, Zach, for motivating me, and, you know, thinking about you helped me get through my run today, and things like that. So it's been really positive. We'll have give and take communications. I manage those accounts for Zach. And I go through all the comments and everything, and we talk about what people have commented, and he'll help me reply back and forth to those things. And it's been a really positive thing, I think, for just kind of the followers, but also for Zach, knowing that he's inspiring people, he's doing things that, you know, are kind of bringing the light into the world. And I think that makes him feel really good that not only is he doing what he loves, but in the process, he's inspiring others. And, you know, he's super humble about that. But we're really proud of him for setting that great example of just working really hard and reaching hard goals and doing all the hard work that it takes. I mean, Zach does not skip a workout. He's good.
Zach, tell me about your training schedule. If you don't skip a workout, you must be hitting it pretty hard. But you just ran a race, so I'm hoping you're resting right now.
I'm resting. I haven't done running since the race.
Okay, good.
A little bit of yoga.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Some stretching too. I've been stretching.
Mm-hmm. How many miles a week do you typically run? Do you count your mileage?
I think I'm doing around 60.
Okay, that's pretty good. And is that one run per day, or do you break it down to 2 runs per day, or what does that look like?
Like one run per day.
Okay, so like 1 10-mile run, is that pretty average for you?
Yeah, I might do 10 mile.
Okay.
20 to 20 mile. I think for my 100K, I was doing a lot more climbing. I was still getting the high mileage. I wasn't doing 20-mile ones, but I was doing up to 15 miles with a whole lot of climb.
Did you find that Canyons 100K was more difficult than Coldwater Rumble?
Those races, it's hard to think about. I do think they were both difficult. I think with Coldwater, I think that might have been more difficult just because it was so long. Well, they were both so long, but it was longer. And then I had to go a long time with the hip injury. But I think I was also more prepared for Canyons.
Okay.
I get sick, so maybe it wasn't quite good for Canyons.
But Canyons has more climbing. Is that right?
I felt, yeah, it does.
Okay. Do you like climbing and running the vertical stuff, or would you rather run flat?
I do like the climbing.
Nice. So do I. I love the climbing. Now, you guys are in Flagstaff, Arizona. Is that right?
Yeah, well, in Lakeside.
Oh, but that's close to Flagstaff, right? Okay. In Flagstaff has a pretty big running community. Do you run with other folks there? Do you do run groups with people?
We do. Well, I've not been really running with.
Other than you run with John sometimes, huh?
I ran with John. One with my coach Nick Demas a few. It's kind of hard.
Oh, there you are. Sorry about that. I was just asking if you like to run with big groups of people, since there's so many runners in Flagstaff area.
Not really run with people. I think would like to run more with people.
Yeah.
Run with John, and I ran with my Nicodemus a couple times, which was fun.
Yep.
Rumble. I was really excited when we were going out to do a 20-mile run with him.
Yeah. What was that like? Is your coach pretty hard on you?
He's I think he's good.
Yeah.
He's I noticed if I went with him that when I was doing those climbs, he was doing the climbs easier than me.
But I'm sure you're just getting better and better. You're still young. You've got a lot of room for improvement.
Yes.
Now, your strength training that he's got you doing. I've noticed on your Instagram that you're doing a lot of push-ups. What is your push-up PR up to these days?
Well, I think I got up to 60.
Nice. That's a lot of push-ups, Zach.
Thank you.
Does he have you doing like body weight squats and leg exercises too?
He just had me doing leg exercises and to help strengthen them.
Good, good. Where do you see this going? Like, do you have any dream races like a couple years down the line? I mean, you mentioned Cocodona.
Well, let's hope I'll keep doing it. It's hard to imagine what would probably happen. I would like to just keep doing different things. Maybe I could try races that I've not done. It'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Another race I think would be fun. I think looks so cool is like Coldwater 100. It's in Hawaii.
Yeah.
It's like
That's a tough one, it sounds like.
Yeah, it's like in a tropical place. It looks
yeah. Hurt 100, Cocodona 250. Those are a couple big races.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go for it, Zach. I say go for it. But if you could wave a magic wand and make in 5 years from now, do you see yourself still running?
Yeah, I'll probably be still running.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you motivated elsewhere in life? Do you have other hobbies that you're this passionate about?
Not really.
Pretty much just running.
Yeah.
Mom, is Zach this determined in elsewhere in life?
Zach just pretty much decides what he wants to do, and then he just does it. So if he decides he wants to accomplish a racing goal, he'll do what it takes to get it. There's other things that he's done that have been really fun to watch him do. Recently, he's been enjoying drawing a little bit.
Well, I'm not really, no.
Just a little bit, but he worked really hard. He put like 10 hours into this drawing, and he did a really good job and was dedicated and got it done. And another thing that he's been doing is he's been writing a little story, and he's been working really hard on that, and it's been really fun.
I wanted to write a story about a 100-mile race.
Cool. That's cool.
It's gonna be a really hard one with lots of climbing.
Yeah. Yeah. And what would you like to do with that story?
Well, I'm talking about different characters that seem like they've done impossible things that I wanted to do the race. It's not gonna just be running, but there's gonna be also lots of like rock climbing in the race too. Yeah, some crazy elevation, like 100,000 feet or something like that.
So this is a fictional story that you're just kind of making up?
So I don't think I'm gonna make the race, but it's gonna have 100,000 feet of gain.
Nice. That sounds like a tough one.
Yeah.
What do you want to do with that story? Do you want to turn it into a book or a blog, or what are you thinking?
I'm not sure yet.
Not sure. Yeah. And you don't have to worry about it either. Just write it, enjoy writing it, and then figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for you. And then if you're drawing too, you could also draw some pictures for the book as well.
Yeah, I think that would be fun.
Nice. That would be a lot of fun. People would like to see that. Are you signed up for any more races this year, Zach?
I'm signed up for 33K. I think that's in Utah.
Oh, that's gonna be, we're not actually signed up for that yet, but he's planning on signing up for the 28K Speedgo UTMB race in Utah in July. And what's the other one you're signed up
And
for?
I've javelin 100 in a while.
Oh, javelina, cool. Okay.
I think that's an easier 100-mile than Coldwater. So
Now that race takes place around Halloween. Are you going to dress up in a Halloween costume?
not sure. I don't want to go too crazy with it. But like, they make it really hard to run the whole race if I wear a big like gorilla costume or something.
That's true. But you could set a world record and be maybe the first person to run 100 miles in a Godzilla costume or something.
Yeah.
Well, it's so cool just hearing your journey and hearing your excitement for running and ultra running. And I'm just so curious to see where this all takes you.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. Mom, what's been your experience? I mean, you're the one that shuttles him around to all these races, and it sounds like you're the main crew chief as well. Has this been a pretty wild ride so far?
Yeah, so he just kind of surprised us less than a year ago saying, okay, I want to do these really hard, long races. And so it took a little while for me to be like 100% like, yeah, we're going for this. But once I think once he did that first 50-mile race, he did amazing at that. He ended up with a second place finish in that race. And after that, we just knew that this was his love and his dream. And we just decided we're going to do whatever it takes to make it possible for him to do this. And so we've, sought out help and done a lot of research, read a lot of books, just taking him out to his training runs and making sure he has proper shoes and hydration vests and all of the things that he needs to make sure that he's going to be, healthy and safe doing this. And so, it's been a real team effort between me and Zach. And so his successes are my successes too. And it feels really good to just to see him reaching his dreams and doing these great things and inspiring people. It's become an unpaid, almost full-time job for me to keep up with his social media and just help him. But you know what? I'm having the time of my life. I'm loving every minute of it. And I'm just so very proud of him and all that he's done.
Yeah, you should be. And you're doing a great job with everything with his social media. I mean, that's on fire. And yeah, I just see you out there crewing him for all these races. And we have a crewing and pacing company that we run. So I know how much work that is, just getting to all the aid stations on time. And then once you're there, you're waiting around for hours and hours. And it's a big job and sort of thankless sometimes. So Mom, thank you. I appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Yeah, it was really good. We love it.
Yeah, it's so cool. Zach, have you ever heard of the Leadville 100?
Yeah. I have heard about that race before. And go on, do some more research on that race, maybe.
Yeah, do some research and check it out, man. If you ever decide you want to do Leadville 100, look me up. I'd love to be your pacer or help you out in any way I can. I live in Colorado, so you're in Arizona. It looks like you're doing all the Arizona races. I'm in Colorado. I kind of do all the Colorado races.
Okay.
But if you ever come out this way, look me up. I'd love to help and be a part of it. It'd be a big honor for me.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. Do you ever have any desire to do international races, to go outside of the country and do UTMB or anything else?
I would like to do UTMB. That it seems like a crazy race.
Yeah.
Because I looked at the climb, it's like I think it's got 30,000 feet.
Yeah.
That's what it's
Yeah. Easy, right?
like.
Do you do most of your running in the morning or the afternoon, or it's got to be hot in Flagstaff?
We are
I think
actually
just-
about 2 hours from Flagstaff.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Well, I've done some in the morning and some in the afternoon.
A little bit of both.
I've not really chosen a certain time to do my
Okay.
runs.
Good. I mean, that's good for ultra marathons. You have to run at all different times of day and night.
hmm
Yeah. What sort of a hydration pack do you use? Do you have a certain brand that you like?
I have like a Nathan pack
Nathan pack
I used.
that works for you?
Gone through all the runs.
Okay. And I'm also curious, do you use trekking poles?
I did get trekking poles. I haven't used them. I think I tried them one time. I got frustrated with them. But I do think they'll be really useful. So I think I'll like to try using them again.
Yeah.
So I remember when the one time I used them, I was trying to go up a mountain or a steep hill. And it felt like I was just I was slipping easier.
Mm.
Well, I think it was supposed to help me up, but
It takes a little bit of practice to use them.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Zach, this has been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed talking to you. And like I said, if you ever come out to Colorado, look me up. I'd love to be a part of your race or part of your crew or whatever. And if I ever come out to Arizona, I might have to look you up as well.
Great.
Do you have a favorite training run that you do near your house?
I've not really had a favorite training one. I like doing just going out and going for like a 20-mile one. I think is fun
Yeah.
and just nice and steady.
Okay.
So good. Sometimes I do really enjoy just moving pretty fast to the
Yeah.
fun for me.
So you do like getting out and doing some speed work and tempo work.
I just like running fast for a few miles.
Okay. Okay. I bet you're fast. You young guys are faster than me. I'm an old guy. Well, Zach, thank you for doing this. And Mom, I appreciate it. You guys are doing great work. You guys are inspiring so many people. Yeah, I mean, you guys were on the NBC Good Morning show, right? Good Morning America, I think. I mean, that's millions of people. So a lot of people are watching. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks so
Okay.
much. We appreciate you having us on today.
Oh, my pleasure. It was an absolute honor. Anytime you want to come back on the show, you're more than welcome.
All right. Well, thanks so much.
Cool. And good luck at the future races. I'll be keeping an eye on you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Have a great day, you guys.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.